Good morning, class. Today we are continuing with the work that we've been doing in this unit. We are doing CO37. So we're still working on things in real context, but we're kind of taking a break from the proportions in real context. So we're working with things that are in the real context. Today we are doing scale drawings in context. So if you think about a map, we look at the map of our country, look at how small that is. That is not how big Minnesota truly is, right? Minnesota is a lot bigger. Our country is a lot bigger. The world is a lot bigger. We made it small, but it's small in context. So we have to look at what the scale is. For every inch on the map, that's how many miles in real life, right? So we have to look at those things. So, scale drawings are a copy of an object that is proportional. So this is where the proportions tie in. Proportional to the dimensions of the original object. So we are still working with proportions, but in a different way, right? We're thinking about that map being of something that's really big and putting it down into something small, but it's proportionate. As we shrunk down the size of Minnesota, the size of the United States, we shrunk it down proportionately. So it's still the same shape, it's just a smaller size of that shape. So in the map below, each square represents 1.5 miles. So this is 1.5 miles going this direction, 1.5 miles going up. So we need to decide how far is it from Camelback Mountain Range, which is I-4. So we go to I-4, right here. So that Camelback Mountain Range looks a lot bigger than that, but we are going to that I-4 because that's what the directions tell us. So how far is it from I-4 to the southern forest, which is at I-12? So we need to count it out. 1.5 miles, 1.5 miles, 1.5 miles. So you can add all of those 1.5 miles together, or you can count how many it is and multiply. So as we are counting those over, how many boxes are there from the Camelback Mountain Range to the southern forest? Christina? So if we start here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not quite there. You gotta go one more to 8. So you have 1.5 times 8. Right, so there's 1.5 boxes over. What would that be, LJ? 12. So am I just going to write 12? No, because 12 what? 12 puppies? 12 inches? 12 what? Miles. I need to put my label on there so I know what that means. It says how far. It's 12 miles. So you want to put your label on there. You are going to do the next one on your own. The bottom, similar but different. The bottom, oops, says in the diagram below, each square represents 1 foot. So we have different things that we need to answer about our room. In the bedroom, upper left, draw a bed that is 8 feet by 5 feet. a dresser that is 3 feet by 4 feet, and a desk that is 2.5 feet by 3.5 feet. We need to fit them all in there and not on top of each other, right? In your bedroom, you're not gonna put your dresser on top of your desk. That would be silly. So as we're spacing them out, think about where you want to put your different pieces of furniture. Each box is a foot, so if I want it to be 8 feet long, I need to go down 8 boxes. So draw a rectangle that represents your bed, draw a rectangle that represents your desk and your dresser. And on my answer key, I actually labeled them in the rectangle. So I know this is bed, this is dresser, this is desk. Same thing underneath that in the family room, the lower right box, you're gonna put in those different pieces of furniture and label them. Then we're going to answer the questions at the bottom. So what is the area of the bathtub? So this is the bathroom, this is the bathtub right here. So the whole bathtub, figure out what that area is. What is the perimeter of the entire floor plan? So go around the whole outside. What is the area of the entire floor plan? So if we know how much it is down and how much it is across for the perimeter, we can find the area. And what is the area of the second largest room? Okay, so we're not doing the same kind of math that we've been doing. We're switching up our brains a little bit to be working on it this way. If you're having a hard time seeing the lines on your paper and you want to come up to see where those boxes are on mine, you can come up to look closer at it up here. Any questions on today's assignment? So let's get to work. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.